The Blixen is one of the most underrated SMGs that you can use in Vanguard. This thing has a lot of damage, a lot of mobility, and a pretty good fire rate. And to prove that, I dropped you guys a V2 rocket on Red Star. Here's an overview of the sexy Blixen class that I was using in today's gameplay. Ladies and gentlemen, to start things off, we all know you can add the recoil booster or the mercury silencer. For me, I really like that recoil booster because it's going to allow me to kill the enemy 6% faster. We are losing some recoil control and this weapon is a little bit bouncy, so if the recoil is too much for you, I would just run maybe the F8 stabilizer or I would just do the mercury silencer. This is my second favorite option. For the barrel, I recommend you guys to add the Johnson barrel just because it's going to increase the damage to 38, which is pretty much going to make it so you can get a 3-shot kill at medium range. If you don't have this barrel on here, it's going to be like a 4 to 5-shot kill at medium range, but since we're going to be increasing the damage fall off is going to be like a little bit less, if that makes sense. Plus on top of that, we're going to get a increase to the fire rate, so you actually can kill the enemies 5% quicker. We are losing a lot of our recoil, and so this weapon is going to be a little bit bouncy, and that's why I only really use this weapon on like these smaller maps just because of how bouncy it is. What you guys can also do is the Carlson. This one adds so much mobility to the weapon, making it feel like a paper clip. And then we got the Bergstorm, however you say that one. This is going to eliminate a lot of that recoil, but it's going to take away a lot of your mobility, and so you just got to use these three. I'd stay away from the burst, but just try out these ones and use the one that works best for you. For the optics, so this gun I believe has some pretty good iron sights. Yeah, the Magnus CZA, I don't really like to run the iron sights. I just okay, the TAC iron sights, these ones horrible, but the reason I just run the slate reflector is that I just do way better with the slate reflector. For the stock, I recommend you guys to add the remove stock just to add a lot of mobility to the weapon. There is going to be more recoil, but for me, I just love rushing. I just love when my gun has a lot of mobility and damage, and so I don't mind the increase to my recoil just so I can move around a lot quicker. What you guys can also do is the Johnson Skeletal. So this is like my second favorite option. I just don't like how it hurts my ADS speed so much. Like it makes the gun feel just a little bit too slow, and so if you want like more recoil control, run the Skeletal. If you want more mobility, run the remove stock. On the proficiency, for me, I like to run the fleet. You might like to do the steady or the perfectionist, but I just like the fleet just because I am a very aggressive player. On the kit, I recommend you guys to stick between the quick, the on hand, and the fully loaded. So the on hand, I believe, is going to make it so you can pull up your weapon a little bit quicker after you use like a stim or a grenade, and so that helps a lot. The fully loaded will give you extra ammo, so this one's really good for those nuke streaks, and then quick will just allow you to move around a little bit quicker, and so you just got to go through them and find the one that works best for you. On the rear grip, I pretty much run this attachment on every single weapon, and that's going to be the stipple grip tape, just because you need to make sure your first shots are on point. This weapon does have a decent amount of bounce, and so when you add the stippled, the first few shots aren't going to bounce as much as the rest, so it's pretty much going to be a lot easier to kill the enemy right when you fire the weapon, and so make sure you don't miss that first shot. On the magazine, make sure you guys are running the 9mm 72 round mags. It's just going to increase the ammo count without having too many cons. Like we are losing a lot of our ADS speed, but this thing gives you 72 rounds, and then this class that we have has a pretty good ADS speed, and so that's not going to affect you that much. There are a couple different magazines that you guys can run. I think in the future for my next Blixen video, depending on how this one does, I will make a class setup with these rounds because you can make a pretty good setup with the Grenenko rounds. On the ammo, if you want a 2-shot kill, run the incendiary rounds because it's going to add incendiary damage, so it pretty much catches the enemies on fire. So if you hit the enemies twice in the vital areas, it's actually going to do a little bit of tick damage, giving you a 2-shot kill, but that 2-shot kill won't be that consistent. So if you want a very consistent build, I would run the lengthen. That's just going to bump up that bullet velocity, which is kind of needed because the bullet velocity on this weapon is so bad. Lastly, on the underbarrel, so if you're playing on a bigger map, you might want to do the carver foregrip, but you are going to lose ADS speed, and so that's why typically I'm going to be running the S-Milli pistol grip, and so I'll run this on the very tiny maps, and then if I'm playing on the bigger map where I need a little bit more recoil control, I will be running the carver foregrip or the hand stop. It's just whatever I'm feeling in the moment. Here's an overview of my personal favorite Blixen setup, and just remember, there are so many variations of this class. This is just my favorite. Dude, why do I dead slide so much in this? Oh my god, that's all I you. If this gun wasn't so bouncy, I could have got them. There's like another mag that you... Damn it, dude, I was trying to be a little swifty. There is like another mag that you can throw on this gun that takes away a lot of the recoil. It's just I love the mobility of this class, or I could throw on the carver foregrip. It's just like I said before, I love the mobility. Typically, I wouldn't really use this gun on Red Star. This is just the map, the only map that this game gives me. I feel like I need to turn down my sensitivity by a little bit. Like maybe 1 or 2. Like I'm just missing a little bit too many shots. You're a menace, dude. So I threw in the carver foregrip just for a little bit more recoil control since
We are playing on a bigger map. If I'm playing like Cbass or just any small map, we're actually just a medium map. I'll usually run the SMLE pistol grip. Just a little bit sketchy because I think they're all looking up here. There we go, boys. Nice little 8 kill streak. Trying to figure out where I want to go, like where these guys are all spawning. On this UAV, I used to run the counter UAV, but lately I just have been having a lot of trouble like finding people, and so I've been running now the UAV, and it's actually helped a lot. Like, what is that guy doing? Oh, there's actually so many. I want to go and kill those guys up on the roof. Dude, there's so much going on. Oh my god. There's so many enemies around me. The minimap looks like a ladybug. Like, there's just so many dots. Okay, so I think we're on a 15 or something. 10 more kills and we got the nuke. Oh, he's above us, I think. Oh, I thought that stuck him. I was like, what the fuck? Screw it, boys. We gotta send it. Okay, we actually made it. Let's go. Like, what are they doing? They're all like statues. Okay, 25 more kills for the nuke, boys. Let's go. Okay, well, we're not going over there. You see that flashlight? That means you don't go over there. Oh my god, it's Wally. No, 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 I'm leaving. Imagine that guy killed me because my accuracy was so bad. I would have lost it. No, teammates. No. Oh my god, we got the atomic just barely, boys. I got so lost. Like, I just don't know how to play this map when there's a fucking million dots around me. Like, that shit's actually difficult, and I got an SMG, and so I have to get, like, close to them. I can't really use the kind of range. Like, I can, but it's not the best at range. Okay, we might actually be able to get a second one. We just gotta put these guys into a spawn trap. I think it's just so funky because we're playing Patrol. In Patrol, they're literally, like, the spawns, like, there is no set spawns. It's all randomized. Shut up! Is this guy still up here? How long have you been up here? Fucking loser. Buzzkill, not anymore. Oh, dang it, dude. Yeah, I gotta make sure I call on this nuke soon. I just wish I could find them. Oh my god, boys, that was so close. Like, I knew I was trying to cut it close, but I didn't mean to cut it that close. Let's go, boys. Leave a like for the end. If you are new, subscriptions greatly appreciated. And boys, I think I almost have a dry socket. I saw some, so I just got my wisdom teeth out. If you didn't know, I've been saying this in literally every video. Sorry if it's annoying. But so when you get your wisdom teeth out, you got like 4 holes right here, and those holes have a blood clot, and then there's like this tissue that grows over it, then the gum grows over it. The tissue that was growing over it, I thought that was bad, so I literally stuck my toothbrush inside the hole and started pulling that out, and so I pretty much pulled the blood clot. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot, but I pretty much pulled the blood clot almost out of my mouth until I looked it up. Then I was like, oh shit, that's supposed to be in there. And so I can feel it. It feels a little bit loose, and we went 58 and 10. GG's, let's go.